morning, everyone. Happy 3rd day of December, I think. Okay, so this is a slightly different video than my usual stuff, but I was thinking when I woke up this morning, which hasn't been that long, about all the stuff my mom and I used to do together when I was younger and her health was better. So I figured I'd just do a quick run through of some of the stuff. It's not going to be all of it, because that would take forever. But, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to stop jabbering and start this. Okay, so first, when High School Musical first came out, I was obsessed with it, and I was clear until the 3rd movie. Still waiting for the 4th one. But she got me tickets to the concert, which was absolutely amazing. This was like the first proper concert I ever went to. And is the ticket in here somewhere? Or the date or something? Well, shoot. I was hoping the date was going to be in here somewhere, but I guess not. Okay, I guess this was sometime in 2006 or 2007. Somewhere in there. But this concert had, obviously, songs from High School Musical 1, because that was the only movie that had come out when this concert happened. And then the people who had solo music went off and did that for everybody. And unfortunately, the guy who was singing for Troy wasn't Zac Efron, because Zac was off filming Hairspray. Yeah, so this was in like 2007. So they had another guy stand in for him, who was his actual voice in the first movie. Because if you've seen all of the High School Musicals, you know that Zac didn't properly start singing until High School Musical 2. So, the guy who actually did his singing voice in the first movie was the one who did the concert for him. And there's a cute little cast picture. I love Ashley Tisdale so much. She's beautiful. And then there's everybody's signatures. You can like barely see me. And there's the other 3. I'm not going to show all this. Then it has a brief little bio on each person. Whoop. Sorry. I almost knocked my phone over. My bad. There's basically just a bunch of pictures from the movie in here, so I'm not going to waste my time showing those. Oh. But apparently they went to London. That must have been amazing. It just has a little quick fire Q&A with each of them. Then some ad for a movie Corbin Bleu was in. Okay, the tour was 2006 to 2007. It was on the back page. Okay. And then another thing that my mom took me to was, I used to be obsessed with these shows, Disney on Ice. So this was the first one I ever went to, and this was October 15th, 2004. So, yeah. And that was at 11 o'clock in the morning. I would never get up that early now. I'm trying not to show the tickets. There's a little list of the scenes over here. And Jiminy Cricket with ice skates on the back. This was such a good show. Like, I've only seen 2 Disney on Ice shows. Which I wanted to see the Frozen one. and then I didn't get to. But all of these Disney on Ice shows are so well produced, and they just flow so smoothly. It's amazing. Trying to see if there's any pictures that really stand out. Oh, this one. So, sorry, I'm trying to move the glare. So, my girlfriend and I are doing a role play like this on Facebook, but it's Harry and Louie. We haven't gotten to the ballroom scene yet, but we're working on it. And there's all the princesses. Or all the princesses that were up to that point. And then, of course, they had to have a Small World section. That was interesting. And they had Aladdin. The only section they didn't have at my show, I think, there's Mulan, beautiful, was, if I can find it, I don't think they did the Bugs Life section. I don't know what the story was if they went past it, but that was the only thing they didn't do, so they went straight from Aladdin into The Lion King, which is fine. And then there's some of the cast. Yeah. And some ads for other Disney thingies. Okay, and then the second one I went to, which was like, wait a minute, October 14th. Wow. Nearly exactly 2 years apart. Because this one I went on October 15th, 2004, and this one I went on October 14th, 2006. Weird timing, okay. But this one was, I forgot what the title of this one was. And, whoop, thank you. There's the back. And another scene list. From what I remember, this one was not quite as good as 100 Years of Magic, but it did have Peter Pan, shout out to Bella, and Lilo and Stitch, and 100 Dalmatians. So, from that standpoint, it was really good, but overall, I preferred the 100 Years of Magic better. Yep. Then they had the Little Mermaid. But I like how this book is laid out, because it has like little postcards from Mickey and his friends. Like there's Minnie down there, I think. Can't read backwards. Yeah. Yep, and there's Lilo and Stitch. This was a really good part of the show. Mainly because it had a lot of Elvis songs in it, and I love Elvis. And here's some of the skaters that were in it. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then I don't think we did anything that... Oh, well, we did used to go to Knott's Berry Farm all the time. Like, this was before I decided I liked Disneyland better. So, here's a ticket from 2012. And it was some kind of military discount day or something, since my dad's retired military, so we got in for $22 each, which is a pretty darn good deal. And then, this was when we went to the Del Mar Fair in 2008. That was back when I was a lot pudgier and I wore absolutely no makeup. It was a bad time. I'm pulling everything out of my scrapbook here. I'm going to have to put this back together later. Oh. And this is a really cute picture. I don't remember what year this was. But since I love Snoopy so much, I decided to be Snoopy for Halloween one year. Don't ask why I had the hat on. I have no clue. Absolutely none. But hey. And I might be going to Knott's with my aunt and uncle and my parents, obviously, for Christmas. We were supposed to go to Disneyland, and then my cousin didn't misbehave, but she kind of acted up at school, and she's being punished for it, so we might go to Knott's instead of Disneyland. I don't know. Yeah. And then, I don't know why I did this, but I got a little lollipop, or sticker from a Snoopy lollipop at Knott's, and I just stuck it on there. What? Okay. And this, if I can fold that under, was back when our house was clean. My mom would always, on Easter morning, she'd like scatter candy all over the living room floor. And let me see if there's a date on this picture. This was back in... I don't know when it was. Okay. And this is a really cute picture. This was me as a baby. A really teeny tiny baby. And then, I don't know what I was giggling about there, but I was very, very happy. It's hard to believe that chubby little kiddo turned into this. 19, almost 20 years later. But it's amazing how time flies. Okay, so next, that was Halloween one year. Okay, I could be wrong, but I think this was from my first trip to Las Vegas. Like, I've only gone twice that I know of, and it's been like 10 years. At least. But I think this was my first trip. I could be wrong. And then... this was one of my tickets from when I went to Disneyland with my mom and dad for Christmas last year. And we got a military discount, thank goodness. This was back when it was still the Diamond Celebration. By the way, it looked beautiful. And that was the first time I went on the Matterhorn. And that was December 10th. But I was kind of bummed out because we didn't get to see Small World and the castle all lit up because we left early. Because it started raining or something like that. So. Okay. Now, I know for sure this was another trip to Vegas. I think this was my second. It probably was. That was fun. Oh, goodness. Okay. So this has turned into more of a telling my history video. Okay, so this was in 2003. I think... No, I didn't have a Digger Abbott. Yeah. And of course I was guarding the candy. Okay. And... is this... Sunday. Okay. Okay, so this is... One Direction, WW. Okay. I think I know what this is. This is my ticket from when I went to see the One Direction movie with my best friend. And then I saw it like the day after with my mom. So, twice in 2 days. Not bad. But my dad had to drive us to another movie theater than the one I usually go to, because that one wasn't showing it. So. And here's my ticket from grad night last year. That was amazing. Ugh. Like, I'll go into more detail on that in a second. And then... Don't care about Scary Movie 5. These were my tickets from when Mom and I went to see Eclipse. I don't remember whether it was Eclipse or New Moon, but I remember Mom and I missed the first few minutes of one of the movies. So we got out of the one that we had paid for, and this is really, really bad. We snuck into another theater that was playing the same movie so we could catch what we missed. And then we ended up watching the whole thing again. We probably wouldn't be able to do that now. Or maybe we could, I don't know. And that was in 2010. It's an old postcard from Disneyland. Okay. And I don't have the tickets anymore, unfortunately. But this was from when we went to Disneyland for my birthday. Like, my 17th birthday, I think? Wait, no. 13th. Yeah, my 13th. Okay. And that was really fun. I had like an autograph book and everything, which I didn't get many signatures, but that's okay. Oh, I missed this. Okay. And this was a picture from when I was in elementary school. This was a really good night. I don't remember what grade I was in there. I need to start dating stuff. Okay, and then... Oh, wait a minute. One Direction, WW. Oh, okay. No. That other One Direction ticket was... I don't remember the Where We Are tour being in theaters. I guess it was. But these were my tickets from the actual movie. Wow. Okay, so I went on August 31st with my best friend, and then I went on the 2nd of September with my mom. So this one is when I went with my friend, and then these two are my mom and me. Now it's going to bug me what that other One Direction ticket was. Because I'm thinking it's the Where We Are movie, but I don't remember that being in theaters. I don't know. Okay, and then this isn't as much of a memory thing as it is just I saw it and thought it was cool. So I'm still kind of obsessed with Big Time Rush. And the last time I went to Knott's, which I don't remember when that was, it was just my dad and me, because my mom wasn't feeling well. And I saw this and decided I had to get it because it was Big Time Rush and Airheads, my two favorite things. So I got that. I didn't get to meet them, unfortunately, because by the time I bought the thing, the giveaway or whatever had already expired, so it's like, well, shoot. But they did have 2 special BTR flavors, which was Big Time Berry, which was really good, and then Fruit something. I can't see that because I tore the rest of the name off. But yeah. But I was all excited thinking I would possibly get to meet Big Time Rush, and then I looked at the inside of the wrapper, and it's like, oh, it's already expired, and it's like, dang it. And this was after I had seen them in concert, so I guess it wasn't a huge deal if I didn't meet them. But at the time, I thought it was. And speaking of Big Time Rush, here's the tickets from when I went to the Del Mar Fair to see them. That wasn't an actual concert, like a proper concert, but it was good enough. And that was July 1st, 2011. So I was like 14? No, not even. 13 going on 14. And I unfortunately didn't know that we could have gone down on the floor. I thought you had to pay for those, so my mom and I were in the nosebleed seats. Story of my life. Every concert I've been to, I've been in the nosebleed seats. And then I found out from a girl at school who was at the same concert, or same show, that we could have just gone down on the floor, and I just kind of facepalmed myself, and it's like, shoot, I could have actually seen them. But, nope, wrong way. Okay, and then my absolute favorite, these were my One Direction tickets. That's only one of them, but there's 2. From the OTRA tour. I am keeping these forever, because, that was an amazing concert. And, and I have a picture of one of my dogs. I'm not going to show that because he looks really, really bad. Okay. And then, unfortunately, I couldn't go to this, but my mom and dad did, and they said it was really good. They got to go see Johnny Mathis at one of the casinos we used to go to. They wouldn't let kids in because you have to be 21 or over. So I ended up staying at home while they were out there at the show. But I want to see him so bad because he is so good. Whoop. Okay, and then we went to Disneyland again on October 24th of this year. Oh, yeah, duh. I forgot. Sorry, that was with my aunt and uncle and cousin. Whoops. Okay. And then these were from when Mom and I went to see Finding Dory. That was a good movie. And that was June 20th at 10 o'clock at night because we couldn't get into an earlier showing. Without being like right in the very front and having to look up. And I unfortunately don't have my tickets from Ah, shoot. I was going to say something, and it completely left. I got the first half of the sentence out, and then I lost the other. Oh well. Okay, and then these were 2 of my tickets from when I graduated. Because I think we got like 8 tickets that we could distribute to our friends and family, and I had 2 left over, I believe. Or maybe these were my mom and dad's. Yeah, that's what those were. Because they have a whole bunch in them. So, yeah. And then, back in 2011, my aunt and uncle took me to Medieval Times for my birthday, which was amazing. But I didn't know what we were doing because they literally called the day of my birthday and was like, we're going to be there in, let's say, 2 hours for the sake of argument. Be ready to go out, and they didn't tell me where we were going. And I didn't know until we actually got there. I kind of thought we were going to Knott's. And my uncle said he needed to stop and go to the bathroom or something. And then we got in line for Medieval Times, and that's like, wait a minute. But we did end up going to Knott's afterwards, because I wanted to walk around the shops a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go. Love y'all.